All right, let's talk about keeping your pruning shears in, tip-top working order. Pruning shears are pretty simple. There's not a whole lot to them, but they do, after you use them a lot, they can get gunked up with, sap and tissue and stuff from the plant. So if you happen to have like a grinding wheel with a wire brush on it, that would be great to get in there and clean all this up. Or really, about all I ever do to mine, I never really take that much time. I put just a little bit of WD-40 on the blade to make sure that they stay working right there where they hinge. That works really well. And then, several times a year I will actually come in here and dress up the edge of the shear a little bit. That's one of the things that people are really confused about, is how to sharpen their shear. This part of the shear right here, this is like the bypass anvil. So this part of the shear you're not going to sharpen. You just want to make sure that there's no jagged edges here that you can feel with your finger. This part of the shear, there's a taper this way, and that's the edge that you're going to sharpen. We'll see if we can capture that with a camera.
I don't know if you can see it or not.
But there's a little bit of a taper this way. This side of the shear is flat, and you want that to remain flat so that when you close it, there's no gap right here so that nothing gets caught in there. So basically, what I have is I've got a piece of 1x2, and this is emery cloth, plumber's abrasive, sand cloth. I'm sure it's got 100 different names depending on where you buy it. But basically all I did is attach a piece of emery cloth to this piece of 1x2, and then I just take the shears and open them up all the way and just run them along the emery cloth like this, and that will just polish that edge to the point of sharpening it up. And you want to maintain the same angle that is already on the shear. You don't want to change the angle of that blade. So basically, let me run it a couple more times. So basically, you can see where I clean this up. I don't try and catch this with the camera, but that little bit right there has actually made that sharp. But it also creates a little bit of a burr on the back side. So then I turn the shear the other way. Now this is the part you want flat. So all you're going to really do is use the emery cloth to clean that up and get rid of any burrs that you might have there. You can also do this with a stone if you happen to have a small stone, but a lot of people don't and don't even know where to buy one. So anyway, once I've done that, I can feel that shear. Just take my fingernail, and there's nothing there to catch. It's very, very smooth. But this end, with just a little bit of polishing, is very, very sharp. And that thing will cut just about anything here. Let me grab something to cut real quick. So basically, this is just a piece of willow, but you can see how very easily that thing cuts it and how clean it cuts it. And like I said, I'm hard on shears. I abuse them because I use them for every imaginable tool in the world. So again, this thing is cutting that leaf very, very clean. You pull that off. And your shears should work that well. This is a grape leaf that I just happened to grab out there. But the same thing, cutting it fine, I'm just missing. But here, if you watch, see, we can almost cut it into almost shredded. So it doesn't take much, but so to just a little bit of a recap, using some either stone or that emery cloth attached to a board, polish the beveled edge a little bit, and then make sure the back side is clean, a little bit of oil to make sure the hinge is working good, and they will last you a long, long, long time. So that's a little simple tutorial about how to keep your shears working well.